The monster study is one of the most controversial psychological experiments in history. Conducted in 1939 by speech pathologist Wendell Johnson at the University of Iowa, the study sought to understand the cause of stuttering. Johnson believed that stuttering was a learned behavior rather than an inherent condition. To test this theory, he and his graduate student, Mary Tudor, conducted an experiment on 22 orphaned children, subjecting them to psychological manipulation designed to induce stuttering. The experiment divided the children into two groups. The first group, consisting of normal-speaking children, was praised for their speech. The second group, which also included normally speaking children, was told that they had speech problems and were constantly criticized for stuttering, even if they didn't. The results were disastrous. Many of the children in the second group developed speech problems and severe anxiety that persisted into adulthood. The psychological trauma inflicted on these vulnerable orphans earned the experiment the nickname the monster study. Johnson's study was never published, likely due to its ethical implications, and it wasn't until decades later that the full scope of the damage became known. Several of the study's participants came forward in the 1990s, recounting how the experiment had ruined their lives. In 2007, the University of Iowa issued a formal apology and agreed to pay a settlement to the surviving participants. This story raises profound ethical questions about human experimentation, especially on children, and serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of manipulating human behavior for the sake of scientific inquiry. The psychological scars left by the monster study continue to resonate, serving as a dark chapter in the history of speech pathology and behavioral science.